Alright, we're back and we're going to be playing the sixth game here, the bonus game. Our last opponent did not like his chances after the mulligan. And we now have a worthy opponent. Do I have a good hand? I have, it all depends on what I'm playing against. If I'm playing against a blue deck, I would say no, this is horrible. But we'll keep it. Alright, so far promising colors. Play the tap land, then we'll play the two basic lands, and then Smoldering Marsh will do us some justice on turn 4. Even better, now we can play a Gideon on turn 4 if we draw it. Do we got a mirror match going here? That'd be nice. I'd like to draw something, so like a Gideon. That'd be great. Opponent missed a land drop. Yep. It's alright. Still nothing to do. Not going to fire up the vent and run it into whatever removal they got. And we have a 6-drop, so we're not going to be wanting to lose a land. And that's worth a shock. And they're leaving up Fatal Push mana. So we will still not fire up the Shambling Vent. And we are going to be wanting to draw our 6th land. Alright, I was just deciding whether or not I wanted to push or harness lightning, and I think I'm going to harness... No, I'm going to push. And I was going to attack with the vent, but I think we can just go ahead and cast this and be fine with it. Make a knight. Die to a shock. They are missing land drops, so a ton. They went first, so they missed 3 so far. Let's play with this guy and Pathway Arrows next game. Let's make a deck. Man, we are not going to be drawing that land, huh? Yeah, suspected. And we've got nothing to do, so we'll pass. Now the opponent has some land. I'd like to fire up this this vent sometime soon. Maybe a tap out. Better yet, I'd like to play the Sorin. Another Gideon is not exciting, but you never know. Don't know what's going to happen here. The old make 'em smaller trick. I'm going to fire up this vent and see what happens. Could be a flow, incendiary flow. Nope. Alright. Could have been a lightning, harness lightning, but... Alright, so the opponent has no 2-mana red spell to kill anything, like a lightning or a flow. I'm gonna fire off one of these shocks on the opponent so I don't have to discard. Might as well use it. Leave the main phase here and begin combat. And the opponent wants to go to another game. It's fine by me. Alright, they got creatures. Or at least I'm assuming they do. We only saw a few of them. Okay, so that should be fine. We can bring in an Oath. They were, what was it, a 2/3? What was the other creature? I forgot. So I think the package for killing things is fine. Fumigates look good. Radiance look good. You take out the Skywallers. Or Skywhaler, sorry. And probably 1 Truths. And I think this is fine. I'll leave in the 2 Transgress just so I can see what the opponent's hand is looking like. I doubt there might be any targets worth getting, but you never know. Or we didn't see anything. Opponent is going to go first. One, two, three. We got a chance to get a red source. No need to play any black on turn 2, or need, so yeah, I'll keep this. Get a mountain. Keepsies. We can kill an Aetherborn on turn on curve if necessary. And yield. And do it again. What do you want? One Gideon. We'll have access to one of these 2 cards on turn 3 if needed. Like that. I mean, I really do want to kill that. So we will anguish on making that. It's out of my harness range. It's out of fatal push range. Next turn we can do a Gideon. No creature. And we'll untap and play a Gideon. And yield the turn. Just gotta be worried about some removal spell and some hasty creature. Fatal Push and a Lathnu Helion. That'll do. Take my Ruinous. Perfect draw. Oh, that was gorgeous. Sorry, sir. You're gonna have to sacrifice those goblins, but they're goblins. They're normally sacrificed. And opponent scoops it up. Well, that was a good game. What we do have to face more often is, say, like more blue decks. See if we should change the sideboard up more, which I think we should, and I did just before. I forgot what game I changed the sideboard, but here we go. Yeah, we changed the sideboard. And we added more Collective Brutalities, or actually just added those. Switched out the Lost Legacy for Pick the Brain. I feel that there's more artifact threats out there than not. And this is easier to cast. Also, we've got red, so possibly just putting in some artifact hate to begin with, which would be a good thing. Like Nahiri or just a destroy target artifact card is fine with me. And also I'd like to try out Liliana the Last Hope in this deck. Otherwise, I think it has great game, has a lot of card draw, a lot of removal, and no creatures main, so it just kind of puts a lackluster feeling in the opponent's mouth when they have a bunch of destroy target creatures. Which, I mean, they can remove the creature, the knight, and get a Gideon, but I think we're far ahead as we talked about that, because Gideon's still on the board, and you technically didn't lose a card. So on to making another deck, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.